All right, so it's 8:45. Still got some daylight. I walked out here, and of course I got Farm Kitty. She come out here to check it out with me. I put some green lights up around the house because we're John Deere people. At nighttime, they look really awesome. They go all the way up down the driveway. But I'm checking out the corn again. And in one day, everything is closed up on these in-rows. It closed up out there early, but the in-rows seem like they took a little bit more time, but they're closed up. And I tell you, this is some pretty corn. 6835. I am really impressed with this corn. And I'm just standing right here on this in-row. But really pretty corn. There's one thing that we can do. We can grow some corn in Maryland, I tell you. Now I did put when I did a herbicide pass, look at the moon. When I did a herbicide pass, we did put a fungicide in with it. I had some left over with the wheat. Actually got a little bit of extra. Sprayed all of our corn with fungicide. And I believe it's really paid off because all of our corn just looks freaking healthy. I mean, healthy, pretty, green. We got 1.5 inches of rain yesterday. I just got done fertilizing all of our corn. We got rain on it. And I think we had 130 acres left. I got it done just in time. And I had to wait on that 130 acres because it's our wettest farms. I mean, I had to wait for it to dry out to be able to get on it. And so we got it done. Everything looks awesome. For this being such late planted corn, it is really impressive. This is the DeKalb 6835. First year I ever tried it. I've been wanting to try it. But it looks damn good. I know the camera doesn't do it any justice, but it looks good. And I believe the fungicide really paid off getting it to this stage to look the way it does. You should really put it on a little bit later stage, but I tried it this year at this stage and I'm really impressed at what it did. I mean, it looks really good. But I'll show you the green lights. I'm really more impressed about them. So I put them around the house and down the driveway. Oh, did you see that lightning? I don't know if they're calling for rain tonight or not. But anyway, when it gets dark, they look really nice. Really nice. I got them all back there too. I put them around the whole yard. I was like, screw it. Here's the farm cat. Like I said, she loves checking corn with me. And we're just checking at the house because this is where we are. I will probably show you the 108-day and 113-day seed consultant tomorrow. But that is some pretty corn. I can grow some really pretty corn, I'm telling you. People hate me bragging, but you put a lot of heart and soul into it, and you get really happy with the accomplishments. Or I do. So, really happy. Corn all the way back. Let's hope it turns out good. We keep getting the rain. Right? Huh? All right, that's corn update for Saturday night at almost 9 o'clock, and it's still daylight. All right, so this is our 108-day seed consultant, 1087 AM. It goes a lot taller out there. I'm right here. The end rows are a little bit shorter. First 2 or 3 of them are, but as you go out there, as you can see, it is some tall corn. So it's as tall as me. I'm 5'8", and it's actually taller than me out there. So it looks really, really good. Really, really good. Nice looking corn. All right, so it's Monday. My brother went to go get the water pump for the 4440. They got it done. They had to press the pulley on. We've got the combine done, but I got to clean the cab. So I'm going to go ahead and do the cab and the windows, clean the inside out pretty good. I got to tighten this chain up a little bit. It's a little slack. We put that chain on new last year, and so it's probably stretched a little bit since it's new, but I'm going to go ahead and put that, tighten that up, and get the cab clean, and the combine will be completely ready for wheat until we get in the field and like really adjust her up pretty good. So, but we got all the stuff in the concaves for the small grain. Got a grease, serviced, and yeah, so it's just clean the cab out now. I do need to get the outside air filter that goes underneath that black plastic thing. They gave me everything except for that, so I do got to get that and put in her. But other than that, she is ready to roll that we know of until we get in the field. And like I said, we're gonna have to adjust her up pretty good. She got new tailless chain, new elevator chain. She's got all that new on her. So yeah, other than the week, looks like it's probably a week out from being completely ready, but we just had, I think we had 1.8 inches. Some people said they had like 2.2 inches of rain, plus we got rain prior to that, so it's not going to dry down too soon. It's real foggy out today with like a light mist, and then I think after today it's supposed to be like high 80s the rest of the week, so that'll definitely, this corn's going to jump, especially with the fertilizer on it and all the rain we've had. We get that heat, it is really going to jump. Really going to dry the rain, the wheat down. So I'm thinking next week we'll probably be able to jump in some of the wheat and start trying it. And I really want to get this out. We got like 850 acres of wheat, so I'd really like to get it out and get rolling with it. Get the beans in. Of course, there's some people that's still planting corn around here. Can you believe that? It's June 9th, and they're still putting corn in, and not even close to doing any beans. So my brother's back with the water pump. So we'll get that done, the combine done, and then it's just a waiting game because we practically have everything done, ready to go. It's just waiting on the wheat. So that's the scoop for today. Well, let's check these 4.8 sea consultant beans out. They've been sprayed. Well, damn, they don't look pretty. Right here by the shop, they are coming up. Nice, nice. We planted 4.8 Pioneer one year, and they did really good. These are seed consultant. So I think they look damn good. All right, so I'm riding back here to the back of a farm to check some of our 108-day corn. I was on a phone call, I didn't get in front of the farm, but this shit right here is looking good. Of course, the first two rows with these woods right here doesn't get the sunlight and everything, but I mean, here, I'll get out here and look and show you. Damn, this stuff right here is not short by no means. It is some tall corn, I tell you. And look at these big leaves. I love this 108-day 1087 AM seed consultant corn. This is a really good corn, really tall. We'll go to the back, then I'll show you the front when I go out, because some of the front's sandy and the corn is just, it's impressive, very impressive. I mean, that's some pretty corn. But here, I'll spin the camera around. was thinking about coming over here with a sprayer. I got like 200 gallons of spray left on it, and spraying this road, just folding the booms up and holding it over the corn, and hitting this driveway. But I'll stand on the pickup and show you so you see it. But damn if it ain't impressive already. And this was planted, shit, this was 2 weeks after. 2 weeks after I planted the first batch, and that stuff's really tall too. I mean, it all looks good. This 1087, I tell you, I don't know why people don't plant it. They don't want to, you know, no other farmer wants to take advice from another farmer, but I tell you, this stuff right here is, it is some pretty ass corn. Stand on the back of the pickup. Look. Well, we'll get up here where I can see all of it. Back here. This is the first time we've ever planted corn on this farm. We've had beans several times and wheat. And yes, this corn is very nice. This is the same farm that my brother got stuck on twice. Yeah, I might spray this driveway. And I had to plant that field all the way in the back. I had to plant it late. I had to come back and plant it because where it was so wet. Let's get up back here and see what's going on. But for as late as I planted this corn, I am super impressed with it. Now I got on the farm way over there, I got Axis seed on that farm. It looks all right. I had to plant that farm last because it was so wet. But it looks all right. But I tell you, this 1087, I got more of it this year than I normally do because it's just such good corn. And I knew this farm was gonna be really, really good. You got the little inrows. First little inrow around this bend right here. But it's pretty. It's corn everywhere. But it's a big, big farm. And the front, it goes way up in the front and over there and over way behind them trees. So I'll show you that when I go up. But man, this stuff is really grown, and I think it's the genetics in this 1087. There's going to be more of it planted next year, I can tell you that, because it's just, you know, our decob corn does look good. But this stuff right here is just, I mean, it's just crazy what the Seed Consultant 1087 and even the 113 day is just really banging right now. And, but this 1087, I mean, it's just, I know people get tired of me saying it, but hey, you know, this is some really good corn. It has really never let us down. I mean, this stuff right here was planted late and it's probably almost 7 feet tall already. I mean, if you look, that's the top of my head, and that's how much taller it is. So, man, I tell you, it's just pretty cool. Of course, the first in-row right here is a little bit shorter, but, you know, maybe the ESN didn't reach all the way out there, because the bad thing about spreading this, I should have just drove down the center of this driveway and hit the edges, because when you're spreading the first pass on with a 16-row planter, you got to go in the 17th row and you spread. Now you could go over in like 12 and, let's see, what is it, 12 and 15 row with your tires, whatever it would be, and you would spread more of these inrows because you don't get to come back up with the other side pass to hit. So you got double, you know, because, you know, when you're in the field, you're going down, and when you come back up, you're getting 2 hits from that at the very end. And when you're doing these inrows, a 12-row planter is actually the best to spread. I like spreading a 12-row because I can just go inside on the 13th row and it hits perfect. You do have something that goes out like in a road or driveway, but you get a lot more coverage. But a 16 row, you always got to go in the 17th, because if you try to go over, it doesn't matter if you don't care about spreading, just wasting some on this driveway. But when you're by a blacktop road on an in row, you blow a lot out in the road because of 90 foot. So I could have favored over this way a little teeny bit more, but you know, then you're like, well, I'm spreading the driveway, I really don't want to waste it. But you know, looking at how this is done, you know, you really want to, you're not getting the second pass on the opposite side of it coming back and giving it that dual hit. I should have just ran down the driveway, because the other side of the driveway, first row is short too. It hits it, but it doesn't give it that full effect like you would if, you know, a couple rows further in. But you can see where this first row, and after I spread, I always look, and I can see ESN still out here by the stalks, but it's just not that full effect like it would be, you know, a couple rows in. So I should have just ran down the driveway and hit, because then I would be hitting the full effect on both sides. But it is what it is. I mean, this stuff's expensive, so you don't want to waste it just spread in the middle of your driveway or stuff like that. But I'm gonna walk back here, and we'll check this out. I always just leave the planter down when I plant across this end right here, so I don't pick up and then start again and it not be right. But we'll check it out. I mean, let's look in here. I mean, look how tall this is. I mean, I'm 5'8". I'm a new tall guy, but I mean, that is just crazy. It's 7 foot already, and I planted this stuff way later than I did the first batch. In the first batch, I'll show you, that stuff is really tall. But here's the field. I had to come back and plant late. And it's actually, you can look down the ditch. You can see where it's a little bit shorter, but it's trying to catch up. This is where my brother got stuck 2 times in this field. And I actually bumped the population up in this field because it is extremely wet. But if you look, I mean, it is very beautiful corn, considering I had to plant it like a week later. And it's really, you know, you do got a little bit of a height difference, but it's coming along good. So, but damn, that needs some pretty corn. I think it's all with the, well, 90% of it's me, but a lot of it's the variety and it's the practice that I do to get it the way it is. Boy, I'm gonna have people mad at me for, you shouldn't be bragging on yourself. Well, oh well, I like it. You only get one shot, so you might as well do it right. You see the difference in the first row and then the first row? I should have just came right down this driveway with a spreader and spread it out. I know from now on, in situations like this, on my own property, now other people's property, I won't waste any ESN. Well, you're not going to be raced. You're going to have this middle spot right here that you're going to have some in. But I believe that once it rains, it washes off this road back in the field, that the roots of the corn are going to find it regardless. Because if anybody knows, them roots, they go to find water and they go to find fertilizer. But this is very impressive corn for as late as it was planted. And the ground is a little bit sandier back here, but it's looks like it's going to do awesome. So Mr. Paul, looks like we got some good corn on your farm. Mr. Paul, he owns it. So looks like there's going to be some really pretty corn here, and I'm excited because this is the first year we've actually had corn on it. Oh my God, it's like 90 degrees already today. I gotta turn this air conditioner on. But yeah, it's really good. It's going to be good. So I've been excited to plant corn on this farm, because it's a big farm. So we'll see what it does, as long as we keep getting rains. Now we've been getting decent rains here lately. As long as we keep getting some rains, think it'll all be all right. And I've got to put my seatbelt on because this is about ready to drive me crazy, this button, this banging noise. All right, oh, I'll show you going out. Extremely impressed with this. Yeah, I may bring the sprayer over and hit this driveway, let it hang over on the inside roads a little bit. Got a little bit of grass on them. Go ahead and hit that, because like I said, I don't have much in there. Go ahead and get her empty. Now I'll show you the sandiest part of this whole farm, and it actually has corn on it. It's crazy. We need to take, this ain't nothing but a little triangle piece of wood. We actually need to take that out with the excavator. This spot right here is like the sandiest part on the whole farm. And it actually has corn in it. It's crazy. It's not as tall, but there's corn there. We've been getting the rains to keep it really nice. We got the field goes way back in there. I'm all over in there. I mean, it's very nice. Looks very good. Excavator sitting there. But I mean, the corn is just, we'll drive up and I'll show you the 113 day and 108 day that I planted first, and we'll compare that. But yeah, this is pretty corn. This right here is like a sandhill too, and look, it's got corn on it. But as you can see, this is something that I need to work on. It's always my first and second row is a little weak. So I'm thinking maybe if I don't hit it with the ESN, maybe I need to, on the end row, the first end row, bump my planter rate up. So I'm putting out a little bit more to compensate for later on down the road, not hitting that them first couple rows. But yeah, it looks really, really good. So anyway, let's go look at the 113 day. All right, this is 113 day. We'll walk in where I had to come in that with the sprayer and everything else. Ran over some corn. You don't ever like that, but it is what it is. Look how wide them leaves are. This is the first year I've ever planted this. It looks damn good, damn good. So I hope this really turns out excellent also. I don't know what it's going to yield like, but if this, so this is the 113 day. I actually planted this first. And then we got some of our wheat that the Verizon guy, they just back right into your crop. They don't care. He's probably got his truck running too, so I'm sure that'll be a wheat fire. And then there's some 1087. Well, I think this field right here is the remainder of the 113 day. And then the 1087 starts coming over this way. And it seems like the 1087 has actually gotten, the 108 day has actually gotten taller than the 113 days so far. But it's pretty. And we got a bunch of wheat. It's starting to get ready. Maybe by the end of next week. This is our DeKalb 6606. This is the very last stuff we planted. over wheat. Here's some of the last 68. And we'll go over and show you some more of that. More wheat. I wish I could have got the 68-35 in first. Out like that, so the farms that I wanted to put it on were too wet. So we had to start with the other, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. But it's 108-day corns, 118-day. I would have liked to got that planted first, but we're, like I said, where we wanted to plant it, those farms just wouldn't dry up in time, so we had to start other places. Here's some more. Some beans. This is my buddy. But it's pretty. Looks damn good. Anyway, that's the corn for this year. Some of it that I'm showing you. We'll be on wheat hopefully by the end of next week. We got a lot of beans coming in for after wheat. And the seed consultant told me today they're going to start shipping them. So we're going to try. We're in a pretty good climate. Normally we do 4.2, 4.6s, but this year we're going to try. They got some leftover treated 5.1s, and there's some guys that, there's a lot of guys that still don't even have their early beans planted yet. So we're going to plant 7 boxes of the 5.1s, and because we actually have a long growing season even behind wheat, and like I say, we're getting ready to get our wheat beans in, and some guys don't even have their early beans in yet. They don't even have, there's some guys that don't even have their corn in yet. Man, it's June 10th, 11th, and they're still planting corn, so that's crazy. But anyway, we're gonna try some 5.1s, see how they do, and that's the video. Like, subscribe, share, and it's a little bit of an update of what's going on. See you later.